Well, I didn't want to have to be the one to do this ever, but it's good material and you guys need to see this because Richie is on to something. And maybe this will help him. Maybe he'll watch it or it'll get back to him, or maybe his subscribers will stumble across my page and it'll help them. But I don't mind giving someone a platform on my channel at all. They have good material. I see no reason to make another video of my own just like what they're putting out. So I don't mind doing that. And I really like Richie. I've watched him grow over the years. I've been awake for 23 years now. Okay, I've watched the police state form. I've been paying attention to what the police state's doing. I understand who's in control, and I understand where it's going, what the plan is, and I also understand right now in history, we've been given a special gift called a second chance, a intervention from God. Hillary was supposed to be our president right now under the pre-planned future, but God stepped in and gave us Trump, whether you like it or not. And that's what Richie doesn't understand. A lot of people don't understand this. And we're going to get to that in this short little video I want to make. But first, let's watch Richie's video. And I'll probably stop it and stick to point. So, here we go.
Here on Richie from Boston on BitChute. So I'll leave a link in the description below. But it's unreal. It's unreal. But let me jog your memory. You see this right here?
See this? This is an aerial photograph of the video I showed you yesterday of all the military vehicles. This was just pulled up this morning. That's the quarry. See it? There's the quarry.
Yeah.
And if you zoom in on it,
Watching.
wow, look at all those military trucks hidden right in plain sight. Nobody sees them. Well, guess what? There's more. This is from another quarry. A subscriber just sent me this morning. You notice anything strange hidden behind this fence at a quarry? It makes me wonder how many quarries the United States government has bought up over the years, because look at that. This is a totally different quarry with a whole bunch of military trucks hidden in it.
So this is my channel where all my videos that have ever been taken down on YouTube are kept. It's on this site right here, lbry.tv. I'll leave links in the description box below. But the reason I'm bringing this up is that I've had about 4 subscribers from Wisconsin, which is where this video was taken. You see that right there? Wisconsin. And now, this is Wisconsin today. Right there on the street, the exact same trucks that I showed you.
Looks like the Umbrella
Here
Corporation logo.
are right here.
It's like in China.
Now they're on the
On
streets.
that bank.
They're not messing around, but it just shows straight up that none of this is organic. We already knew that anyways. None of it's organic. But this is a war machine. This is this.
Yep, he's right about that. Nothing's organic. And I'm going to show you real fast something. This is what we said years ago was happening. Still happening. Here's your facts. Here's your dates. 2016. Okay. Operation Summer of Chaos. Exposed. Obama administration, Soros, Black Lives Matter, plan to activate martial law before general elections revealed. 10,000 bought and paid for BLM descendants to create chaos at the Philadelphia Democratic National Convention in late July. I think we now have an understanding, I hope we do, of this pre-planned chaos that we're in right now. They were bussing people in, okay? They were bussing people in. So Richie's right about that, the pre-planned chaos. Damn right, it was pre-planned. You gotta remember, if Trump's really battling these people, the New World Order, he knows this information too. He's got some of the smartest military minds in the world, smartest military minds working for him. He said the calm before the storm. He knew the storm was coming, people. He stayed a step ahead of them the whole way. The whole way. So this is proven fact right here. That's why they're a terrorist organization. They are communists. They are New World Order controlled. Part of the pyramid, just like everybody else, doing their part to destroy America from within. So we'll go back to Richie. We'll finish up with him. And I got a little bit for you to finish this video.
Here are right here. Now they're on the streets. They're not messing around, but it just shows straight up that none of this is organic. We already knew that anyways. None of it's organic. But this is a war machine. This is much worse than an MRAP. This is worse than a Hummer. These are war machines, and this isn't organic because this goes back to April 13th when I showed you these, and these are right down the street from this right here. Now, the YouTuber Coronavirus Coverage, I'll leave links below, posted this just now. Check this out.
Here we go.
Get open. The training we're conducting right now for our SDX lane is guard facility for theater operations. We run through all types of scenarios, whether it be inmate trying to escape during, let's say, a wreck call where they're out in the yard getting their exercise. Or whether someone's just misbehaving in a communal cell or a segregated cell. Situations where we might be taking indirect fire. So not only are we detaining these prisoners, we also have to keep their safety and well-being in mind. So we have to make sure that we're protecting them at all costs. Get close.
So there you go. Suddenly, the country with the largest prison industrial complex, privately owned, the most people on earth incarcerated in one country, and we've got plenty of room in the jail system. These people, rioters, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, NFAC, any of these guys are criminals if they're committing crimes. So they go to jail. There's no need for any of this whatsoever at all.
I agree.
Now, all the soldiers, National Guard, all the people in this video, I don't care what you think. If you're arresting and detaining Americans, you're a traitor to this country, and you're helping the New World Order institute their New World Order. I can't help but show this, but I'm going to show it again, okay?
Let me pause right there so I can jump on there. So Richie's right about that. You know, American troops should not be deployed on our soil. No. How we used to clean this up in the old days is the vets, the police, the patriots, the cowboys, anybody who was law would put the white cloak on and they would terrorize the neighborhoods. That's what it became later. I mean, so they would handle it themselves, is what I'm getting at. So they didn't use the military. They weren't supposed to use the military. But we've moved to a civilized world, okay? In this melting pot. We're not racist anymore. Okay? Black Lives Matter's militia, who is running around in all black, building an army, funded by George Soros. Now that's your domestic terrorist. That's your terrorist right there. They have no flags. They have no constitutional foundation to stand on. They are considered tyrants in the land. Their funding's coming from George Soros. Okay? Now what I was getting at with this right here, what Richie showed, that's concerning, yes. But understand, this is a civilized world. So, instead of forming gangs and lynching and hangman and all that shit, which the New World Order would love if we did, we have to use our civilized military to bring order into our cities, because these people are being funded to burn the cities down. And it's easy to join them and say fuck the police and all that. It's easy to do that. But If you do not understand what the plan is, these mega cities right here, Richie, these mega cities, that's their plan. That's the end game. That's what they want for America. Okay? They only want a few mega cities remaining. And I guarantee most of those mega cities that they're showing on this map aren't even going to be the ones they're keeping. They just had to get these people to play along, so they promised they'd be governors, or they'd be kings and queens of their mega cities. And under Obama's executive order that he signed, yes, governors and mayors would have stayed in power if martial law was declared until they deemed the threat gone or whatever. They would have just stayed in power. He couldn't have voted them out. The government couldn't have came in and shut them down. Nothing. They would have stayed in power. That's how they were going to wall up sanctuary cities away from the rest of everything else and basically cut off from the rest of the states. This is part of their pre-plan under Hillary. But because Trump showed up, the plans got changed, Richie. Okay, the plans have changed. Trump is now working for us, the people, whether you liked it, whether you want to hear it or not. He has proven it by his work so far. He has stayed constitutional. Remember, I am a third party. I will claim it every time. I am a third party. Our founders wanted more than two parties. A two-party system is set up for civil war. That's what's kind of happening right now. Okay, I'm for a third party, a constitutional republic. And so far, Donald Trump has fit that person. Okay, he come out of nowhere. He's not a politician. He's not under their oath. He's not a Jesuit spy coming in. He's none of that. He was an outsider who is not part of the club.
Faced with a very real prospect of Donald Trump becoming the leader of the party, and it absolutely drives them crazy. They just cannot imagine sharing. Well, because he's an outsider. He's not them. He's not part of the club. He's uncontrollable. He hasn't been through the initiation rites. He didn't belong to the secret society. And I think that they don't see him. They have no idea how to relate.
And there you go. That's basically the gist of.
There you go. Yeah, see? He's not in their club. He's not one of them. He's not initiated. He hasn't taken their oath. He hasn't taken a one world order oath. He took an oath to the American people in our Constitution. He is another Abraham Lincoln. In my last video, I kind of show you how important Trump is because he's fighting the New World Order just like Abraham Lincoln ended up. So back to Richie.
You here are right here. Now they're on this.
Shit, sorry guys. Let me fast forward it. That was my bad.
Prison industrial complex, privately owned, the most people on earth incarcerated in one country, and we've got plenty of room in the jail system. These people, rioters, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, NFAC.
Okay, so I agree with him, but he doesn't understand. Certain states are under the control of the old administrations who are puppet administrations to the New World Order, who have these rogue elements of our government that they are still functioning with. CIA. They're also in these deep underground military survival facilities. Okay? These are your dumbs. That's where Biden, Obama, Clinton, all of them are hiding. That's the basement they say Biden's always in. Okay? Now, Richie doesn't understand that Donald Trump is for the people. His work has proven it, Richie. Donald Trump has stayed constitutional. If he was working for these guys, we would have already been in martial law. This was all set up, yes. So, being that this is a civilized world, Donald Trump is going to have to send the military in to these rogue states with these rogue elements of our government, okay? Not to mention, there's so many people feeling up on the streets right now that are on the wrong side of history. You know, they tried to kill that boy Kyle just because he was out there defending his stuff. And now that news media that's controlled is trying to push the narrative. Same with Black Lives Matter. They're trying to push the narrative that he was there to hunt people and he came in out of town and all that. That is so wrong. He was hired. Okay, I'm not going to get into him right now. We're going to stick with Richie because I'm trying to help you guys understand a little bit more of what's going on. Okay, Donald Trump is going to have to use our military because we're a civilized world. Unless we all come together and we go start capping some ass, basically being a bunch of Kyles. I mean, that's what the New World Order is anticipating. That's what they want us to do, so that they can turn around and say that we're causing all this chaos and that we all need to be in these FEMA camps that are already set up. Oh yeah, and they do have them all set up. Our military was already set up to come in under martial law during this event, this virus. They had brought in all their elements. That's what the Antifa stuff I just showed you was, where George Soros was hiring them to get on buses. Okay, they also bought armies. That's the 1 million radical Muslims Obama brought in. Okay, that they started camps. They started the division, started going in the hoods. They had the money to spread. Okay, now let's go back to Richie and let him finish up here so we can wrap this up.
These guys are criminals if they're committing crimes. So they go to jail. There's no need for any of this whatsoever at all. Now, to all the soldiers,
Unless you're arresting other soldiers, other rogue elements of our government, Richie, okay? Then yes, we're going to need to teach our troops how to do this. Unless you want them to turn into the blue helmets. Because under Biden, the blue helmets are coming in. That's what Hillary was going to do. Allow the blue helmets to come in and dismantle our military and take our military down, calling them out on war crimes for 9/11 and what we did in the Middle East. And that's what they did. They're trying to turn it around on us, the good people, on America, for their work. Okay, guys? Richie, they're going to have to arrest rogue elements of our government and police and whoever else is going to stand with the left. If you want to get down to it, if we go hot, yes, our military is going to need to know how to arrest other military, other police.
guard, all the people in this video, I don't care what you think. If you're arresting and detaining Americans, you're a traitor to this country and you're helping the New World Order institute their New World Order. I can't help but show this, but I'm going to show it again, okay? The United Nations and the New World Order, these guys will be meeting the Blue Helmets at some point after the New World Order is done with them, okay? Now, why do I keep saying New World Order? Because they're saying
Under
it now.
Biden, yes.
Once again, this is the United Nations website, un.org.
Yep.
They just had a virtual concert about battling COVID-19. And this was their final act where they had children singing this, because they always have children presenting things that are horrific to you, so it doesn't seem that bad.
They sure do. Let's hear it. Richie brought it up. I got it ready to go. Yeah, rise into mega cities together. That's how they're gonna rise, guys. After the population's been annihilated. There's your eye symbolism. Whoa, I don't know what's going on there. Sorry, guys. But those are UN soldiers right there. Sorry, that's a horrible audio on this one. But you get the jiffy. not hiding it, guys. Sounds horrible. But Richie's right about the blue helmets. That is not who we think they are anymore. That's why China took them over, okay? Rome went to China and said, you can be the world police of our new world order if you help us. China's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm on board. That's why they've taken over the UN. Okay, they haven't fully taken it over. Rome still owns it. Jesuits still own it. But there's the Mason apron and there's your upside down pyramid. There it is, connecting into one. Adding the capstone. And if you do see blue helmets on our soil, it's too late. It's too late. Run to the hills and organize with as many people as you can that know what the fuck's going on. And they do want them, the mega cities. That's what this pre-planned event was all about. Was them getting their mega cities. Okay, Richie? That's what the pre-plan is. Is to get their mega cities right there. So they can chip us inside the walls of those mega cities, those sanctuary cities. They want to chip us. And when they chip us, they have full control over us, 100% control. Okay, Richie? We don't want those megacities. Trump's fighting to keep America from becoming a one world, a global citizen. Okay? That's what Hillary had set up for us. Not Hillary, excuse me. That's what the New World Order elite had set up for us. Under Hillary, it was going to be done. She was a puppet to them. They did not think they were going to lose. Well, let's wrap up Richie's video, and yeah, you guys can got a little bit more to add.
But according to their song, around the world, we're closing borders, COVID-19 on the rise. A new world order behind closed doors, the storm will pass, we will survive. These people are instituting their new world order.
The storm will pass. This is the calm before the storm. Remember Trump? The calm before the storm. You hear that language? That's coming from the UN. Yeah, they're part of this, guys. The one world army is the UN. Okay? Our troops, they're going to have to get America into... They're going to have to clean America up. Okay? Since we have so many rogue elements of our government, we have to use... Trump will have to use the military. That's why he has the best military minds on his side. We are saving America, people. Trump is a savior of some sort. He is your Abraham Lincoln of your Civil War. Yes, this is real, guys. It's begun. Okay? Richie, I love you to death, man. You've done an awesome job. I loved watching you grow over the years. You're definitely, you're awake for sure, brother. But you're not quite eyes that see yet. I mean, you're there, but you're not quite there. You gotta loosen up of what you think you know to what is actually being recorded in history as happening. And that is Trump has proven by everything he's done that he is for the people. He is saving the middle class. When the middle class goes, and that's who they're after America's middle class. And when the middle class goes, we turn into a third world. We turn into chaos and anarchy so that we can never unite again. So that they can lockstep the world. They're doing the rest of the world right now. They're on track. Without Hillary, they still, it was a go. Okay, they've had this plan for years. They're not going to let America losing a president stop them, which they should have, because America's the only one that can stop them, idiots. And that's why they're fighting so hard to make Donald Trump look like a bad guy. And you fucks that are saying you're awake and saying that, sorry, excuse my language, okay, some of you aren't fucks. Some of you are actually good people. But you're missing it, and you're misleading people. That could fuck up votes. Okay, we need everybody to vote for Trump right now. We're trying to do it the right way. If Trump loses, or if Biden forcefully and Hillary and Nancy forcefully try to take the Trump out of power, we are still at war times. He initiated Wartime Act, meaning he is a wartime president. They cannot remove him under our under our rules of engagement. There are rules to the game. That's also why Trump can't go barging into these dumbs with the military. Just like for Area 51, you just can't bring your military in without a war. Okay, there's more going on, guys, than meets the eyes. And yes, our military has to arrest and sort through rogue elements of the government at one time, Richie. And they're going to have to learn and teach each other how to arrest other Americans at one point or another to clean up this fucking mess. Because these New World Order tyrants have embedded so deep into our country that there's only one way to clean it up, is to have the president on the people's side. And that's never going to happen when we lose Trump ever again. Mark my words, this is our final and last chance we have to keep America in the hands of the people. Yes. And from this point on, we've learned a lesson, I hope. After we clean this fucking mess up, we've learned a lesson that we can not let this ever happen again. These Jesuit New World Order punk-ass bitches are fucking with the wrong country. This is America. This is America. Okay? Regardless. Fuck yeah. America. Fuck yeah. Here to save the motherfucking day. Yeah. That's gonna be us going around the world, kicking your New World Order asses out of everybody else's country, and then feeding the nations. And we'll get rich doing it. Believe me. We're America. This is our last chance, guys. Get it together. Fuck yeah. Here to save the motherfucking day, yeah. Let's finish Richie up.
Under the guise of a pandemic that nobody sees, nobody's dying from. It's a complete and utter hoax. And the military guys that are training to lock up American citizens, you will be written down in the lists of history, if anyone ever records history again, as traitors.
No, we'll
you
write it
damn
right.
well know better. We have way more than enough correctional officers, law enforcement,
New World Order will be
alphabet
written down
agencies
as
to handle
traitors.
this. None of this needs to be.
Nancy, Hillary,
But again,
Clinton, Bush.
showing this back in April completely and straight up shows that they were planning for this, because these trucks were stored right down.
Greatest military minds. Trump stayed ahead of them. Trump knew that city was under control of a New World Order tyrant. That's why he had his military parked outside their city, telling them to get their shit in order, not to let them burn that city down, or he's going to send in his military to help the real people. Okay, you guys got to decipher what's really going on.
Street from where they are right now. What a coincidence, huh? What an absolute and utter coincidence. This is all by design. The reason the looters are allowed to keep doing what they need to, the rioters are allowed to keep doing what they need to,
Biden.
is because they need absolute chaos, which is why the police are being told to stand down.
So we can't
You
unite.
can't have the military come in if the police actually do their job. A riot can't turn into a riot if the police officers do their job at the very beginning, but that's not the case.
People are all standing out
And
there
for
with
those of you that
shotguns.
don't seem to understand this, none of these rioters, people doing all this damage, are organic. These are bought and paid for agent provocateurs. It's old news, but let me show it to you again.
Let me show it to you again. $10,000 bought and paid for BLM descendants. Operation Summer of Chaos. Operation Summer of Chaos, guys. We've exposed this. Soros, Black Lives Matter, Obama, administration. That's the administration that's rogue right now. Okay, they are working against America. And you guys are so dumb, you're still following these people. They're the ones who put us in the police state to begin with, so they can come in and do this later. Okay? You guys, it's a setup. You're being walked into it so that they can get their New World Order. Yeah, where Obama becomes the one world leader because he's so great and special. Okay? You guys need to know what's really going on. These people are real. Okay? They're really being paid by George Soros. That's all real stuff. It's out there. It's already been proven, guys. It's already been proven. Okay? You just got to learn to decipher the information that's out there. Black Lives Matter leader, DeRay McKisson, had 2 of his email accounts hacked last Friday, along with his Twitter. Reports indicate that the sorry guys, I'm a little tongue twisted. The perpetrators successfully hacked into several of his computers. And they called posing, and it's all here. Y'all can pause it and read it yourself if you want. I'm not going to read all that. I'm trying to make this a short video. Okay, Summer of Chaos. Here it is. It's all here, guys. Summer of Chaos. Pause the screen, read that if you want. Summer of Chaos. They really hired 10,000. They actually hired way more than that, guys. Way more than that. Way more than that. Try millions. Millions. And that's who's paying Hollywood. That's who's paying down the line for these people to be rich so they can influence the rest of the world, or rest of America, I guess, and the world too. But they're influencing this to be global citizens into this new world order, Richie. This new world order right here. That's what they want for America. That's their new world order. Okay? This is an operation that was real. Operation of Summer Chaos, guys. Look it up. Okay? We finished Richie's video. Summer of Chaos, guys. This shit's real, okay? Hopefully you can pause this and read some of this. Help you with your search later. That's why I'm putting it on real quick before I go back to Richie. Operation Jade Helm, guys. Richie, you know all this stuff. I don't know why you can't see past what your mind wants to tell you, what you think you know. It's not about what you think you know. It's what you're studying. That's why you gotta study a little deeper instead of just taking other people's words for stuff. You know that. That's why I'm helping. This is Jade Helm, guys. Okay? There's a lot on Jade Helm. That's what Richie was showing in those military videos. That's a little bit of the same stuff. So some of our military is trained in that. You see, the rogue elements of our government was going to use our military to go in and get the good guys' military. Yeah, like Trump's military. No. Not if we the people can share the message of what the fuck's been really going on, guys. Okay? Excuse my language. I'm just really upset. You people just don't get what's going on all the way. You know, you think you're awake and you think you know it all, but you're missing some key elements of what's going on. Okay? This is all real stuff. This is a real thing. Okay? Jade Helm, Agenda 21, it's all connected to have to do with intertwining the UN and military later. So Richie's right about some of that. Let's go back to Richie real quick. You guys study Jade Helm. I'm serious about studying Jade Helm. That is just one thing you guys should study. Okay, I hope I'm a little shaky. I didn't even want to have to do this video, but Richie's done such a good job at getting certain stuff out there, you know, that I just wanted to help him out instead of let him continue on confusing some of you smarter people.
Because these trucks were stored right down the street from where they are right now. What a coincidence, huh? What an absolute and utter coincidence. This is all by design. The reason the looters are allowed to keep doing what they need to, the rioters are allowed to keep doing what they need to, is because they need absolute chaos.
Yes, they need absolute chaos. Not our government, Trump, right now, though. He doesn't. He needs you guys to get the shit together and unite behind him so we can put an end to all this. The only one The only thing to get people off their asses is if they're getting paid, people. We all know this. We can't organize anybody to go do anything unless there's some money involved. Unless we saved up and planned it for freaking weeks and months. You all know that. We can't just walk away from our busy lives. The New World Order has put us in such a busy, chaotic life that we're robots already. We're enslaved to our own system. This is what they're going to do to us later. Okay? Now, sorry I got mad. Let's go back to Richie here and finish this up. I think I already watched that part, so I'm fast forwarding it a little bit.
People like George Soros, not only George Soros, gave Black Lives Matter and Antifa over $100 million.
$100 million. That's getting dispersed.